Hello students and welcome to LearnerSpark Biology. My name is Nandini and this video is the continuation of life process chapter of CBSE class 10 Biology. इस वीडियो में हम respiration in plants टॉपिक को कंप्लीट करेंगे. So let's start the topic. Respiration in plants में we will be covering introduction of respiration, types of respiration and then plants respiration. So let's start with the first topic, that is introduction or what is respiration. Respiration is defined as the metabolic process where the cells of living organism obtain energy in the form of ATP. रेस्पिरेशन एक मेटाबॉलिक प्रोसेस है जिसमें लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म एनर्जी ऑब्टेन करते हैं इन द फॉर्म ऑफ एटीपी और एडिनोसिन ट्राइफॉस्फेट इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन. और इस प्रोसेस में कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को लिबरेट किया जाता है या रिलीज किया जाता है एज अ वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट. As mentioned earlier also, energy is released in the form of ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate, and this energy is used in the other metabolic activities or other activities. All living organisms perform respiration. So this was the introduction of respiration. Respiration एक metabolic process है जिसमें ग्लूकोज का ब्रेकडाउन किया जाता है into pyruvate, and during this process energy is released in the form of ATP, and that ATP is used for other activities inside our body. And all living organisms in this world, they perform respiration. Moving forward, let's talk about types of respiration. So respiration दो टाइप के होते हैं, aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. But उससे पहले we will be talking about steps of respiration. Respiration एक metabolic process है जो 3 steps में divided है. There are 3 steps of cellular respiration and they always occur in this order. सबसे पहला है glycolysis, उसके बाद Krebs cycle and the last one is electron transport chain. आपको बहुत ज्यादा डिटेल में ये टॉपिक्स नहीं पढ़ने हैं, but we will be looking at the definition. So let's start with glycolysis. Glycolysis is a metabolic pathway that occur in the cytosol or cytoplasm of the cell and splits glucose, which is a 6-carbon compound, into other molecule called pyruvate. So glucose एक 6-carbon compound है which is broken down into 3-carbon molecule which is pyruvate, and the whole process is known as glycolysis. So let me show you the diagram. So this is the process of glycolysis. As you can see, glucose is converted into pyruvate. Pyruvate is a 3-carbon molecule. Glucose is broken down into 2 molecules of pyruvate. Next step है Krebs cycle. All aerobic organisms take this process 2 steps further. They take those 2 pyruvate molecules and break them down a bit further in the Krebs cycle. So glycolysis के बाद होता है Krebs cycle. Pyruvate, which is produced at the end of glycolysis, is used in Krebs cycle for producing more energy. In eukaryotes, the Krebs cycle occur in the matrix of mitochondria. Those 2 pyruvate molecules that were split from glucose in glycolysis move to mitochondria in eukaryotes and get further broken down into several pint-sized energy packets. Basically, glycolysis का end product है pyruvate, and वो pyruvate Krebs cycle में enter करता है for producing more energy. And the site where this Krebs cycle or the citric acid cycle is taking place is mitochondria. Look at this diagram. This is the diagram of Krebs cycle. And the third step is electron transport chain or ETC. An electron transport chain is an electron transfer between an electron donor and an electron acceptor. The resulting electrochemical process is used to generate chemical energy in the form of ATP. So electron transport chain में क्या होता है? Electrons are transferred from electron donor to electron acceptor via oxidation reduction reaction, and this generate more chemical energy in the form of ATP. This is the diagram of ETC or electron transport chain. Now let's move forward to the types of respiration. सबसे पहला है aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is a kind of cellular respiration that takes place in presence of oxygen. So aerobic respiration oxygen के presence में होता है to produce ATP or energy. The process can be explained with the help of this equation. Glucose in presence of oxygen produces carbon dioxide, water and energy in the form of ATP, where carbon dioxide is a metabolic waste और ये हमारी body से release out कर दिया जाता है. Next type over here is anaerobic respiration. This is the kind of cellular respiration that takes place in absence of oxygen to produce energy. The process can be explained with the help of this equation. Glucose In absence of oxygen produces alcohol, that is ethanol. Ethanol के फॉर्म में यहाँ पे alcohol produce होता है along with carbon dioxide and energy. A buildup of ethanol can be toxic. So anaerobic respiration will only take place in absence of oxygen, where 6-carbon compound glucose is broken down into alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy. A buildup of ethanol can be toxic inside the body, but there are some organisms such as yeast. They respire via anaerobic respiration. Yeast is used to make alcoholic drinks, and the process by which yeast is used to produce alcohol is known as fermentation. Yeast is also used in bread making as it gives off carbon dioxide gas which makes the bread rise, giving it a light and fluffy texture. Anaerobic respiration can also be seen in animals. In animals, anaerobic respiration produces lactic acid as the glucose is not fully broken down. यहाँ पे glucose will be converted into lactic acid along with energy. If the lactic acid builds up, it can stop the muscle from working, causing cramps. Lactic acid के deposition की वजह से we feel cramps. So here in this anaerobic respiration, glucose convert हो जाएगा lactic acid में, and if that lactic acid is accumulated in your body cells, it can cause cramps. This lactic acid needs to be broken down. This requires oxygen. Respiring in this way builds up an oxygen debt which must be repaid in order to get rid of lactic acid. As a result, animals cannot respire for very long without oxygen. This image over here shows different pathways of respiration. Glucose is converted into pyruvate, a 3-carbon molecule in cytoplasm. After this, the pyruvate is broken down in different ways. In presence of oxygen, pyruvate is converted into carbon dioxide, water and energy, and this process takes place in mitochondria. Absence of oxygen की अगर बात करें, so we have two cases. In plants, this pyruvate is converted into ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy. And अगर हम animals की बात करें, तो pyruvate is converted into lactic acid plus energy. Now let's move on to the last topic, that is respiration in plants. During respiration, exchange of gases takes place in different parts of plant's body. Hence, each part nourishes and fulfill its own energy requirement. So every part of plant's body participates in exchange of gases and it fulfills its energy requirement. They also use oxygen and release carbon dioxide during the respiration process. So plants are aerobic organisms. All parts of plants respire individually. Next topic is exchange of gases or diffusion. As plants have branching structure in them, they have large surface area than volume. They obtain oxygen by diffusion in all the body parts. So diffusion के help से plants meet their oxygen requirement और diffusion helps in the exchange of gases. Let's see how does exchange of gases takes place in roots. Roots of plant absorb oxygen from the soil by simple diffusion. Diffusion is the movement of particles from high concentration area to low concentration area. So अगर हम roots की बात करें, roots oxygen को simple diffusion के process से absorb करते हैं. Roots have small root hair that are in contact with the air pocket present in the soil, and these root hair help in increasing the cross section area so that they can absorb more and more oxygen. Carbon dioxide produced in the root is expelled by root hair in the soil, और जो carbon dioxide produce होता है as a metabolic waste, it is expelled by root hair in the soil only. Next is exchange of gases in stems. So stems of herbs are green in color and they have stomata for exchange of gases. Stomata are the tiny pores present on the surface of leaves and sometimes on the stems of herbs. So stomata help in exchange of gases. In higher plants or plant having woody stems, the bark has lenticels for the exchange of gases. Oxygen diffuses into the lenticels and reaches all the inner cells for the process of respiration. So higher plants में या फिर उन plants में जिनका stem woody होता है, they also have pores on their body known as lenticels, and these lenticels help in the exchange of gases. Moving forward, we have exchange of gases in leaves. Leaves have tiny pores called stomata. So stomata are present for the exchange of gases in case of leaves. Oxygen from the air diffuses into the plant body via stomata, and after respiration जो metabolic waste बनता है, that is carbon dioxide, is expelled out from the stomata only. Respiration occurs in leaf during the day as well as night. It is a continuous process whereas photosynthesis only occur at daytime. So respiration एक continuous process है. It is occurring throughout the day as well as night. But if we talk about photosynthesis, photosynthesis can only occur at daytime because it requires sunlight. So that's it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can put it in the comment box. इस चैप्टर के और पार्ट्स का लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मिल जाएगा. प्लीज सब्सक्राइब द चैनल इफ यू लाइक दिस वीडियो एंड फॉर मोर कीप ऑन वॉचिंग लर्नर स्पार्क बायोलॉजी.